Sammy getting all the accolades at the foot of the throne. Gary Madsen, second, twice in 3 years, Bobby.
Well, Gary Madsen, I'm sure you made your Australian fans very proud tonight. You gave it all you could give it, I think.
Yeah, I kind of let everyone down there. I wasn't really going for a slide job a little early. I thought I did it earlier in the race, and I got a beautiful run, so I thought I'd try it. And it just didn't work, and I lost too much ground with too short a time to catch it back, and made a pretty critical area. But Canaric team is badass. I mean, this Rob Hart, Shane Bowers, Tony Barkman prepared race car is fantastic. Morrison engine, what more can you say? They're just unbelievable. KPC chassis, Integra shock. Thank you very much to our ownership, Bob Gavranich, Peter Gavranich, for making this team possible. Just the effort, fantastic team, and just excited to drive this car. Disappointed I let everyone down, but it's still a great run for us to start 11th, run second. Big congratulations to the big game team. Sammy Swindell drove an excellent race. I really felt like I was going to have a shot at him, but I just was getting too tight off a 2 on the hole and just couldn't make it happen. And congratulations to them. What do you say? 2 seconds. If we keep trying, hopefully we'll get one of these things. It'd just be an unbelievable honour for an Australian team, Australian driver to get one of these things, and we're really proud to have a great showing tonight.
Well, he's already won the Brad Doty Classic. He's knocking on the door of these big races.
Yeah, he's got Knoxville coming up. That first time he finished second was to Steve Kinzer, now to Sammy Swindell. And that's the great Doug Wolfgang about to crown Sammy Swindell. Couple of legends right there.
Great to see Wolfgang come back to Eldora.
All this tradition was started by Earl Balthus here at Eldora, and Tony Stewart continues it as we take a look at the final results here at Eldora. Sammy taking the win. Kerry Madsen, we talked about. How about Jack Hodgshill with a third and Justin Henderson with a fourth, just in front of Craig Kinzer in fifth.
A lot of good runs by them. Of course, Craig Kinzer, top 5, started 23rd.
Going back, taking a look at our UNOH highlights. How the 29th running, the King's World, wrapped up, and it was Darrell Pittman who looked so strong early on. Then he got together with Stevie Smith, and that pretty much ended it, his solid run there.
Yeah, didn't do any damage to the car, but Sammy Swindell getting faster. See the double file restart. Swindell gets by right there.
Kamenon looked good for a while, too, in the 63. He gave Sammy fits. But once Sammy got out front, nobody could really catch him. We thought Tim Kading, after his great performance in the heat, might be more of a story here in the main.
Yeah, started on the pole, but unfortunately had trouble. He found pull to a stop.
Sammy, fantastic in all the restarts tonight.
Boy, he has that engine tuned. A lot of guys talking about it. He's always, all year long, he has that engine tuned where it takes off on the restarts. Here we had a fuel stop. The guys were able to make some changes and adjustments. It's kind of a scary moment because you can mess yourself up, you can make yourself faster, or you can make yourself a lot slower. Sammy, again, great restart.
Every time. And that made the difference, and he was able to open up a gap that allowed him enough space to maintain while these guys all battled side by side deeper in the field. And nobody really could have much to do with Sammy. Madsen took a couple of runs at a slide job at him, but when the Armor All finish came, it was Sammy Swindell first to the line, all 40 laps in the books this time for Sammy, and he got to do the wing dance in victory lane. Sammy goes to the top of the throne tonight, the big trophy, the crown, the robe, the big thing, the big check. 50 grand in the bank, and a lot of people are going to be looking at him when we roll into Knoxville.
Oh, absolutely, with the record he's had at Knoxville the last few years.
And the points, too, Brad. Steve Kinzer continues to lead. The gap is getting smaller between him and his teammate Donnie Schatz, and Sammy is working his way up through the points as well. But Jack Hodgshill had a good run tonight, Bobby.
Jack Hodenshill, third place finish here tonight. How does it feel to be right up here in the thick of it, in the mix for the win for $50,000?
Well, it felt really good tonight. We just put this car together. Tom Leidick owns this car from Florida, and I got my old crew chief back, Bonsai, and this is our third race out, and glad to be in a good car, and we haven't raced much this year, so it's glad to get back in the groove.
How much fun do you have racing at Eldora Speedway? The fans love you here.
Well, I enjoy it. This is my favorite track, definitely. And, you got a lot of room here. If you're faster than a guy, you can usually get around him. And this track's great. They had it good tonight. Tony had the track good. It had a top and a bottom. And you could run anywhere on this track tonight. It's like a super highway.
Congratulations. Nice job.
Thank you.
Takes a lot of speed and a lot of courage to be fast at Eldora. No doubt Jack Hodenshield and our winner, Sammy Swindell, both have a lot of that.
Oh, they prove it every time they come here. Pageantry still going on up on the stage there. Doug Wolfgang all smiles looking up at Sammy.
Yeah, and he's thinking, I could have beat him.
Yeah, he'd be rather sitting on that throne than standing beside it, I can guarantee you.
Well, it was a wild night here at Eldora. This top half mile took its fair share of chunks out of some of the racers and their cars here tonight.
Yeah, the crashes usually aren't little ones here at Eldora. We've seen a lot of them get in trouble.
Next stop for our TV coverage is going to be Lernerville Speedway, John Martin Memorial. The month of money continues.
Sammy Swindell getting the job done. It's about as emotional as he gets right there. Just won $50,000.
For Bobby Gerald and Brad Doty, I'm Ralph Shaheen. So long from Eldora. Congratulations to Slam and Sammy.